So welcome, guys. It is coming towards the end of June, which is scary but exciting. So if you've never kind of come to one of these events, my name's Lauren. Zoom, super casual, just a way to be able to, spread our mission and share what we're up to with you. I've been a part of this business now for 3 years, so it's pretty awesome being able to do, business on a Sunday night. Choosing where I get to do it from. I came into this business for travel. I was a personal trainer, working a couple of jobs also on the side. And I saw this not just for an incredible product and program, my health. I was a PT. I was super skinny, but I wasn't healthy at all. I definitely didn't, practice what I definitely preached to my clients. And I was suffering massive adrenal fatigue at the time. And so our products and program made sense to me from that level. And also it was the hardest part of my job as a personal trainer, was to be able to provide people with nutritional knowledge and be able to get them to eat. For me, training someone once a day, for an hour, it's the 23 other hours of the day that definitely make up, and nutrition is such a big part of who we become. So for me, we get to share that tonight. And then we get to share also the business opportunity behind what we get to do. Now, I know some of you might be sitting there like, I'm not sure if this is for me. Honestly, the worst case scenario is you hear 30 minutes of information and it's not for you. That's totally okay. I'm not here to convince anyone. It's just a way for us to be able to share with people that are looking for, whether it's better health, whether you told yourself you wanted a health upgrade at the end of last year. I know so many of us make crazy New Year's resolutions and we want a health upgrade, or maybe, you're looking for a way to be able to, supplement your income or spend more time with your children or earn an income whilst at home or get out of a job you don't like, or whether it's just to provide money, as a plan B, to be able to live a better life, have less stress, have more options and opportunity. For me, that's all money is. And in this business, we get to earn money from adding value to people's lives, which is pretty awesome. So what we do is I'm going to share a little bit about the products and program behind what we do. You're going to hear some awesome stories, some testimonials, and you're also going to hear from Hayley launching a business and also some people that have gained success in this business other than myself. I think that's the beauty of what we do. Anyone can do it. Whether you are, a high school dropout, whether you're a uni dropout like I was, then I went to travel the world for 5.5 years and I learned so much more than I ever could see in the classroom, to be honest. So whether you're a doctor with 6 letters after your name, whether you're a corporate worker, whether you're just a stay-at-home mum, I think that's the beauty of what we do. Any single one of us can have success and gain success from this. So if you've never seen our products before, the main product behind what we do is called Juice Plus, and these are our capsules. So it's literally fruits, vegetables, and berries that have been vine ripened, picked, crushed, juiced, put in a vegan soluble capsule, and we can get over 27 varieties of fruits and veg into our diet on a day-to-day basis. That's affordable, that's achievable for every single person. And really, starting your day with Juice Plus, you're able to flood your body full of goodness, full of whole food nutrition, which we know we need. Okay, we know we should be eating more fruits and vegetables, and the fact of the matter is that we're not. Okay, the fruits and vegetables that we are eating, whether you buy from organic markets, whether you buy from supermarkets, fruit and veg shops, I don't know, but we can only trust the person that's grown them. Okay, that's done the best job that they can. And I know for a fact, if you're buying from supermarkets, it's picked green, it's not vine ripened, you're not getting that density of nutrients, it's gas ripened in a warehouse, and God knows what it's grown in. God knows what's been sprayed on it to be able to preserve it, to sit on that shelf for that amount of time. And we're ingesting that every single day. Now, we're doing the best that we can, but imagine a way that you could affordably and conveniently get over 27 different varieties extra in your day-to-day diet every single day. And like attracts like. So what you put more in, you crave more of. It's definitely not rocket science. So for me, I love the craveability that Juice Plus provides people. So when they're flooding their body full of good nutrition, you crave more, you drink more water, you have higher energy levels to go out there and do more, to be more, to have more, right? You have a better quality of life when you're fueling your body. You can't put right, bad things in and expect that that output. You can't expect your body to perform at that high level when we're not fueling it correctly. So Juice Plus for me was always the safety belt. It was never the Band-Aid. It was never the fad. It was a way to get more good in conveniently, affordably. And, you know, on a good day, I just know that I'm getting more good. And on a bad day, I know that Juice Plus has my back, right? I know that at least I'm doing the best job that I can on that particular day. So this is what I call our micronutrition. So it's your vitamins, your minerals, your phytochemicals. You look at an apple, an orange, broccoli, you know, I don't know, other fruits and vegetables out there. You look at it, it's a whole food label. So you look at the humble apple or orange, they've got thousands upon thousands of vitamins and minerals and phytochemicals that our body absorbs and utilizes it because it recognizes it as whole food, right? You don't need to look at a capsicum at the grocery store and look for the ingredients because whole food is ingredients, right? We know that we should be fueling our body with it. So you look at Juice Plus and people always ask me, well, how does it differ to a multivitamin? A multivitamin is full of synthetics, right? We know we should be getting the edge, so we look towards a multivitamin to be able to get those vitamins, those minerals that we feel we're lacking, but our body is excreting it because it doesn't recognize it at that cellular level, whereas it recognizes whole food, and Juice Plus is built of whole food, okay? It's no synthetics, it's, you know, it's bioavailable. So it is a whole food label. So what you see is what you get, right? You see all those fruits and vegetables, and that is exactly what is put in the capsule, just water extracted and sugar fermented out of it. So for me, it's genius, a genius way of being able to conveniently get more good in. For all the mamas out there, our company is truly the company with the heart. It's been around for 47 years. Our product is almost 30 years old. Before that, they were in the water filtration business, and then really this product came about. But for every adult that takes Juice Plus, for every adult that takes it, a child is sponsored absolutely free for up to 4 years, from the ages of 4 to 18, to take what I call our chewy or our gummy version. So they can take the capsules as well. It is all dependent on age. But the chewable version is kind of like a little lolly. Again, all natural, vegan, vegetarian friendly. There's no animal products whatsoever in there. It's mixed with tapioca and it forms like a little jelly. Kids like to think that they're lollies and they taste delicious. I love to see the craveability and the changes within children. Truly, there is no placebo effect. I know I used to be a nanny, so you can try to get your kids to eat what you want, but at the end of the day, they'll eat what they want. So for me, I love to see the changes within kids by adding over 17 varieties. And it is that variety, it's that color, it's that rainbow effect fueling their little bodies every single day. And they're sponsored free for up to 4 years. So our company truly, you know, is all about kids' health and that next generation of health. I think there's no surprise in like the rate of disease that the statistic is kids won't outlive the age of their parents, which is scary. So for me, you know, kids' health is definitely a big part of why I do this. And then we have our whole food powder. So our company isn't the catalog company. Our company is truly health from the inside out. So for me, it truly was about that micronutrition, so that vitamin, the minerals, the phytochemicals, and then you've got your macronutrition. So you think about protein, fats, your carbs. This is your oil in your car. So your engine doesn't go very far without oil, right? And then this is your fuel. So your protein, your fats, your carbs, that's your fuel in your engine, and fueling it with premium fuel is best. So I love our whole food powders. I always say these meet people where they're at. So I'm not a shake advocate. I'm not a meal replacement advocate. I think eating whole foods is best, but at the end of the day, people just aren't, and they're not making the right choices. So for me, our whole food complete is exactly what it says it is. It's a whole food blend of protein, fats, and carbohydrates. So you're really getting a nutritious blend of plant-based carbs. So you're getting quinoa and millet. You're getting plant-based proteins from pea protein and rice and chickpea powder. You're getting amazing plants and minerals in there from niacin and mushroom. and things that I would need on a plate, like broccoli sprouts and alfalfa sprouts and lots of pea sprouts and spirulina and pomegranate and all that good stuff. And it's disguised as chocolate vanilla. What I love is this is a family-friendly protein powder, and it's not your, whey protein. So there's no derivative of milk in there. It's all, it's all lactose-free, sort of thing. So there's no animal derivative products in there, and it's safe for children. There's not many protein powders that you don't have to hide on the top shelf away from kids because it literally has a warning sign on it. So for me, I love that our whole product range is all family friendly. It's all vegan, vegetarian friendly, but it has no warning signs. Anyone at any stage of life can take it. Pregnant women can take it. Breastfeeding mums can take it because it's natural. It's whole foods. If you can eat the fruits and vegetables and the plants that are in our protein and our capsules, then guess what? You can take Juice Plus because it is all whole food. It's recognizable by the body. Our amazing program is all hosted online. It is called the Juicy Body Transformation. And for me, I love it because it meets people where they're at. Right? It meets people where they're at because so many people want a better quality of health. They want to lose weight. They want to feel better, look better, have more fun and enjoy life, have that vitality back. But you don't want to go on a diet. You don't want to count calories, right? You don't want that exhaustion that people feel health has to come with. And our program is all about deprivation-free living. Right? It's about fun. It's about bringing vitality back to the kitchen. It's about all your delicious foods, but making whole food approaches. You get meal plans, recipes, eating guides. You get workout guides. And the best part is you get a support community of like-minded people that are on the same journey as you, whether that is the same or whether they're just on a health journey of themselves. And you get to plug into a like-minded community, which I love. So for me, our Juicy Body Transformation, as long as you are a customer of Juice Plus, you get the whole thing absolutely add value for free, and you get the help of the person that joins you to Juice Plus. You get their help along your journey also. So if the worst comes to worst and you see tonight and you're like, oh my God, I'd love to be able to be part of an amazing community or an amazing program or get a health upgrade with a great product, then awesome. But for me, it truly is about the stories. Our product is backed by 33 independent, peer-reviewed gold standard medical journals. You can go online. If you love science, you can go and read them. It's honestly, I think there's 5 more to come. From different universities around the world. Our product is actually a worldwide product. So for me, there's so much science that backs it. There's doctors that are not paid endorsers. They are literally a part of the business, just like you and I, that back an incredible product. So for me, that really, I guess, shines through and talks a lot about the incredible product that is Juice Plus and the program that we've built. But it's the story. So for me, I guess before Juice Plus, I was napping a lot. I was struggling to get to the gym. I had joint pain. I had irregular periods, all sorts of things like that. So for me, it was 2 days in and I felt more sustained energy. Now I have adrenal fatigue. I will always have it. I take other herbal supplements as well, but Juice Plus was the only thing I was taking. Within 2 days, I felt more energy, more sustained energy, not the highs and lows of sugar and caffeine, which I was still having to be able to get through the day. And then within 12 weeks, I had such bad skin because of the toxicity levels and the high hormone levels within my body. And I had terrible skin, and it was a true reflection of what was going on the inside. And Juice Plus within 12 weeks cleared it up. Now, I don't have makeup on, which is very rare for me. But for me, it's not having to lather my skin in makeup, and it's having clear skin. And for me, it's having more confidence with that. For me now, I'm back training really, really hard. And it's no joint pain, no inflammation. And I've just had a pretty crazy 3-4 weeks with different things going on. And, I haven't had that much wear and tear of my body, and I've had pretty great recovery. So for me, Juice Plus really, it's anti-inflammatory, it's fruits and vegetables. It makes sense. But before I hand it over to Hayley to share what she's excited for, I'm going to hand it over to Danelle. She's been on the products a little while now. I shared them with her, and I'm going to get her to share a little bit about what they've done for her. There she is.
Hey guys, I'm Danelle. I've been on the product for probably just over 2 years actually. which is kind of scary to think that before that I had no idea about health. I wasn't going to the gym. I was tired, run down, sluggish, bloated, and just had no energy. I was napping all the time, just like Lauren. When the products came into my life, I was kind of like, yep, I hate most vegetables. I'm the worst vegetarian in the world. But I wasn't getting enough of them in my body, and I could really tell that. So when I started taking the products, within the first week, I noticed way more energy. Like I didn't need to nap. Didn't need to nap through the day anymore. I used to be in hospitality, so sometimes I'd be waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I wouldn't finish till 10 o'clock at night or 6 a.m. in the morning. So my sleeping pattern was just all over the place, and I would wake up halfway through the night freaking out that I was going to miss my alarm and I wouldn't go to work. And I found that completely stopped when I started taking Juice Plus. I slept all through the night. I was jumping out of bed and excited for the day. Within my first month, I'd probably lost 3 or 4 kilos. That was just by adding Juice Plus. I didn't really change anything else. After that, I had the motivation to want to go to the gym. And I wasn't feeling bloated. I wasn't feeling sluggish. I was craving more water and more good food as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. And 2 years on, it's still going great. And now my skin is glowing. Like I get compliments all the time from like all my school friends and stuff. They're like, what are you doing? Like your skin is amazing. Because I used to pack on the makeup in school and everyone's like, whoa, you like hardly wear it anymore. So it's pretty cool.
I love that. And I totally seen that difference in you. And yeah, seriously, body envy. I have body envy. She eats amazingly now, and she was super fussy when I first met her, so I love it.
Yeah, I can deal with most vegetables now. My palate's actually changed, and I like broccoli and pumpkin, so I'm like winning.
Thanks for sharing.
Welcome.
Amazing. So we'll hand it to Hayley. She's launching a business tonight. We like to I guess get excited if you were to launch a coffee shop or a boutique, or a hotel or, Airbnb or something like that. You do something to launch it. So we like to launch people's businesses, and, I've never met Hayley, and I'm sure she's never met Danelle yet. So it's crazy how people come into our lives. But do you want to share a little bit about how this came into your life, Hayley, and what you're excited for?
Yeah, sure. Very confronting seeing myself on the screen, but I guess that's all part of it, getting out of my comfort zone. So firstly, I saw a Facebook post from Danelle. So my husband and I were in a bit of a financial tricky situation, just needing some extra income for the weeks ahead, and basically was attracted to the working from home side of things and possibly not having to do some extra shifts at my part-time job, because that would mean less time with my family and more pressure for my husband looking after the kids, I guess. So I'm really excited to see some results. I've started taking the products, and the products just made sense straight away. I had breast cancer 2 years ago, so for me, I really try to, look after my body and make sure what I'm putting in and on my body is natural. And yeah, they just made sense to me. That was an easy choice. So I'm just looking forward to taking the pressure off hubby financially. Working from home on my own terms, around the kids and other commitments without sacrificing the family time. And I've worked every Friday night for the last 2 to 3 years. So I'm looking forward to possibly or hopefully giving that up, and weekends, not having to work weekends. That would be great. And then, helping customers achieve their goals, team goals, and excited about having my own business. I mean, that's amazing. I never would have thought. So, even saving for a holiday and knowing that I've put in for that would be amazing too, because at the moment my money just goes on groceries basically. So, there's just so much to look forward to and so many inspiring stories. So I can't not be excited. So
amazing. And can I ask, are you in retail or hospitality that you work weekends?
I'm at Coles, so it's not too bad, but there's definitely other things I'd rather be doing.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing, and I'm excited. Thank you for inspiring us. I don't want to like put it on everyone, but we've had a lot of breast cancer survivors in our team. So I just think like hats off to you. And now it's time to repair your body, because God knows what you went through, obviously, with surgery and recovery and things like that. So thank you for sharing.
No problem. Yeah,
Thank you. So I'm actually going to bring Coles up, because now Hayley said she works at Coles. And I think when you move into the business side of things, we have an amazing product. And what I like to always share, that it's super timeless, right? It's fruits and vegetables. For me, I love knowing Hayley looks really young. So hats off to you for getting through such a traumatic time. But I think so many of us, it's scary. We take our health for granted, or we don't know what's going on. We might look amazing on the outside. And this used to be me. I'm like, yeah, I got a six pack. I'm awesome. And what was happening in the inside was just like scary, right? And we take our health for granted sometimes, until what I like to call is we get a brick, right? We get a brick thrown at us, and we're like, oh, right. My favorite thing about this product is the stories that I don't hear, the stories of people just living better health, right? That they're just living a healthy, happy life, prosperous, not going through diseases, things like that. And when you flip the business side, I think the scary thing is, when we talk about this business, most people are living, right, week to week, month to month, fortnight to fortnight, however they're getting paid. And it's kind of like we just say it's normal, right? It's just what we have to do. And I saw this post before, and it was like, alarm goes off, get out of bed, eat breakfast on the way to work, sit at desk, 5 minutes later, look at your watch. Okay, I got 40 more years of this, right? And it's totally fine. We could do it. But life's more than that. Life is about living. It's about memories with your family. It's about holidays. It's about the moments. You're not going to sit in your rocking chair and think about all those times you sat at your desk, right? You're going to sit in your rocking chair and think about all the memories you made. And so I think, people's biggest fears around the business like this is, oh, it's one of those things, or, it's very different to traditional business. And totally, but traditional business is shaped like a pyramid. Right? Why? Because it works. I used to work in IGA. Hayley works in Coles. Danelle used to work at a very, very large conglomerate called McDonald's. Yeah. So you look at that, and why a 16-year-old can run McDonald's is because there's systems in place, right? There's systems in place to allow that to happen. So, big organizations like Coles or IGA or McDonald's or Woolworths or banks or the government, right? They're all run on this structure. You've got the CEO of a big company, or you might be a business owner, right? Or you might be a small business owner or a large business owner in Australia, and you're that person, right? If you're that person, you've got the liability, you've got the stress, the overheads, paying the staff, paying the bills, rocking up when people don't. You've got all of that. So I always say you own a very large job. You own a very stressful job. And I watched some of my best friends do that. And I started my own PT business. I just didn't employ anyone. Then you got board of directors, and you got state managers and area managers and store managers and managers of sections, right? I got to here after 7 years of pretty dedicated service. But we all can say that we started down here somewhere, whether that was a checkout chick at 16, whatever it might be. And I worked my way up. In 7 years, I got more liability. I had to take rosters home. I was working overtime. I wasn't being paid much more, right? And I thought, wow, I'm 21. I don't know if I can do much more of this. And then I looked higher, and the higher I went, the more people I had to compete against for less and less positions. And I thought, this is crazy, because there's going to become a time where I'm capped as to how far I can go. And I looked at it as being really limited. It was a limited environment to grow. It was a limited environment to ever try and get ahead. And if I got ahead, guess what? I just probably got more stress, right? More overtime, more liability, more staff to handle. I've done lots of different jobs where I've kind of like jumped the ladder. And then I looked at this business and I thought, you know what? It is a bit different, but it makes more sense. There is no cap. There is no ceiling. Okay. It literally is sky's the limit. And we all come in at the same level, right? We all buy, like Hayley just shared, we all buy our own franchise in a system that works. Now, if I buy McDonald's, I'm paying a lot of money. For to be fair, a pretty successful system, but I'm going to have to make a lot of hamburgers to be able to earn that money back, right? Here, I paid $165 with no overheads, no liability. I had a virtual franchise that I could not get ahead without helping other people. Here, it was like, how many people could I cut down? Here, it was like, how many people could I help achieve their goals? Okay, to reach what I call our pinnacle position of NMD, or one of them, which is National Marketing Director. And there are levels in our business, but you cannot get to those levels, and you cannot get to, you know, be able to live a pretty cool life and earn good money and truly understand that you're worth more than a dollar figure per hour. That was my biggest thing. I was like, I have a tattoo on my head that says I'm worth this much, and every year I might get $1 pay rise. Right here, I can determine how much I earn by how many people I go out and help, right? Help earn more money, help live a better life, help take less stress, right? Help with their health. There's so many avenues you can help people with, but this was limitless. Limitless to how many people can start their own franchise, and limitless to the amount of people that can get ahead. And I never had to know thousands or hundreds, right, of people. I think that's people's biggest fear, that they need to know a lot of people. But for me, it was in the beginning, when you truly look at it, I came in as one person, and all I did, right, was share on social media. That's where Hayley met Danelle. That's where I met Danelle. It's where I met Jana and Jay and all these incredible people that I've known now for years. And I met them on social media. I definitely have met people out and about as well. And all I did was share what I was excited for about taking the product, right? The more I hadn't started taking it yet, I shared what I was excited for. That's how we do life now, right? If people want to know what a good movie is to see, there's actually a recommendation button on Facebook that you can literally, like, looking for recommendations. When you go to a restaurant, what's the first thing you do before you eat your food? Is you take a picture of it and put it on Instagram. Yeah, what is the first thing you do when you go to a party, or you go to a concert, or you go to a movie? You check in on Facebook, or maybe that's just me, right? But all of these things on social media, that's the world we live in. We live in a world where word of mouth marketing is everywhere, and you're not getting paid for it. Birch Carroll and Coyle or Event Cinemas aren't putting money in your bank account when everyone goes and sees that movies based on, you know, your recommendation. That hairdresser's not giving you a cut of the commission when you refer people to them. How many people I refer to my personal trainer? My sessions are still the same. He'll be on here one day and I'll say that. You won't like it. So for me, I shared what I was excited for. Now, I look at this business and I saw the same opportunity to share the product, to share the business with people that were looking. So I shared it with a girl by the name of Jay, girl by the name of Kirsten, and then I met Danelle. I was actually a PT at the gym she went to, and all I had to do, okay, was share. They came to an event, they loved it, and I taught them how to do the business. I linked arms with them, right? I taught them what I knew, right, from this incredible system that we build, and it's a teach-to-teach duplicatable business, right? You get to teach and help other people. So, you know, I helped Jay. She shared it with Missy, and she also shared it with Hayley and Hannah. Keek shared it with Kelly, and she actually shared it with her mum that had done a business similar to this, but I did it, you know, the way that I would teach people not to do it. And then Danelle, you know, she shared it with Hayley, and Hayley shared it with people. Danelle shared it with other girls like Beck, and she shared it with Ness, who's in Perth. We're on the Gold Coast. We can have not just a national business, but an international business. And for me, it's the duplication and sharing that happens. It was never about who I knew. Right, my 3 turned into 4 and 5, but it was about who could these people help, and then how can they share it, and how can they build it, and what are their goals, right? And it's never what I can do. And when I understood, if I helped and sewed into people enough and helped them achieve their goals and help them build their business, not do it for them. This business takes work, it takes dedication. It takes commitment, it takes consistency, but above all, if you're teachable, you're willing, and you've got desire, you can achieve what you want from this, but it does take time, right? It does take time, and it takes commitment. It is a business. If you treat it like one, it will pay you like one over time. So for me, this is truly when I saw this, if I invest in people, help them, guess what? They're building their businesses. They're helping them get to their goals. They're also helping me build my business. The corporate world, that didn't happen. People would only help me until I became a threat to them. There's never any threat in this business because it's limitless. So when Danelle gets a promotion, guess what? Marisa and Jana and everyone cheer each other on, because if she can do it, anyone can do it. You know, if she can do it, Hayley can do it. If Hayley can do it, the people she teaches and brings into this business can do it, because it's limitless. There's an immense opportunity to be able to achieve success when you truly get that it's not about us. It's about helping other people. And one last thing, right, before we kind of wrap it up, is to share the money. So people are like, okay, cool. You know, I kind of understand how it works, but how do you make money in this business? And I think it's pretty awesome that you can make money 3 ways. So you get a retail profit. We never hold stock. The only stock I'll ever have in my house is empty containers and the stock I actually take, myself personally. So we get a retail profit. When we connect the customer to the company boxes it, ships it, and bills them, which is pretty awesome. You know, the $165 to literally buy into a business that can pay you for the rest of your life, that you can build in and around your family, in and around your life. Like if you work a job, awesome. There's something that you can build part-time in this business. Yeah, it's about stolen moments. So retail profit. You connect the customer to the company put digits in your bank account for saying thank you for sharing the message of good health. You get paid a commission. So when you are teaching other people how to do the business, you are paid a commission for that. And you also paid bonuses. So I always say this is kind of the now money, right? The retail profit is the now money. The commission is the beach money. It's the money that builds over time. It's that check, right? It's like compound interest. Yeah, it's like the 9th wonder of the world. So that is like the beach money. You can be literally paid in 1, 2, 5, 10 years time from work that you did years ago. And the bonuses is the fun money. The bonuses is what I like to call, you know, whether it's your shopping money, whether it's, you know, your like go and spoil the kids on school holiday money, I'm not sure. But I always say we have a kind of a culture in our team that at least some of it needs to be spent on you, right? Especially women, especially mums, right? You're not doing a lot for yourself, so go and get a mani-pedi. And there's some nice bonuses to be earned in this business, which is what I like to share tonight. So like I shared, we get to levels in our business. So our first one is SDVF. When you get there, you get a $400 bonus. And again, when you help someone achieve that, you also get a $400 bonus. Okay, sales coordinator or SC is a $600 bonus. And again, help other people achieve it. And every single time you help someone do it, you get a $600 bonus. I love bonuses because they're exponential. So if you truly get honed in on helping other people, then you'll be rewarded every step of the way for it too. So $600 bonus for you, but $600 bonus every time you go and teach someone to do it. The company really incentivizes you to teach people. It is not a sign-up club, right? At no point do we get rewarded for signing anyone up. We're here to work with people that truly want to create something from this and be teachable and have that desire to do more. SSC or Senior Sales Coordinator is a $1,200 bonus, and again, help other people do it. $1,200 bonus also. QNMD or Qualifying National Marketing Director is a $1,500 bonus, and help other people do it. It's $1,500. And NMD or that pinnacle position I was talking about, one of the first ones is $3,000. The person that taught you, it's good enough money. And there's $27,000 more of bonuses under that, which I've been thankful enough to earn part of. So for me, you know, it goes to show our company is there to help and incentivize those that want this. You never get demoted. You can do this as fast or as quickly as you want, and there's never any expectation. I always share that, you know, whether you want to go fast or slow, whether you want to do a little or a lot, you're a blessing in our team no matter what. But there is some nice money to be earned if you truly want to create something for this. So before I kind of wrap it up, I'm going to get Marisa to share her story. She's a mum living in Sydney that I shared this with a couple of months ago. And so I'll get her to share her story.
Hey guys, can you hear me all right, Loz?
Yep.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Marisa, and as Loz said, I'm from Sydney. I came into the business actually not wanting to do the business. I came just purely because of the products. I was looking for something to help assist with my son who had a tongue placement issue and couldn't swallow certain foods. So it was pretty stressful 4 years of his life, just trying to source or make sure he was having the correct nutrition. And I came across Loz's post through social media, and her post just resonated with a few things that were obviously going on in our life. And I thought, why not? I've tried everything else. I had a few health issues as well. So just knowing that Juice Plus offered a child health study and I was able to get his products free was just a bonus for me at that stage. And we gave it a go. And I think we were on the products for about 3 or 4 months before I actually said yes to Loz, that I was going to go ahead with the business. But we had exceptional results, and I kind of realised at that stage the opportunity that I had in hand. Obviously, there's lots of kiddies out there that have health-related issues like my son, and I just knew that, well, at that stage I was thinking, gosh, I could help so many other people that have similar issues to what we had going on in our lives at the moment. I didn't want to come into the business at right from the beginning, not because I was skeptical or anything like that. I'm always open for opportunities, but I had a traditional business and I just at that stage just didn't think I had the time to even look at something like this. But what I did know is that I certainly wasn't happy with what was going on in our lives with the traditional business. We worked our butts off, 90 to 100 hours a week, looking after staff, can never go on holidays, all sorts of things that come with owning a traditional business. So it wasn't, so I did say yes to the business because I thought, why not? Let's just give it a go and see what happens. And I did come in with that mentality. And the first couple of months, I kind of just played around with it and not really 100% treating it like a business because at that stage, I still thought I was too busy. And it wasn't until our business was involved in a workplace accident that really really highlighted why this business is now important to me. In that workplace accident, we had to cease our business completely. We had work cover come in and stop our business. So it's quite a stressful time, and it's a time where you kind of realize there's actually more to life than this. We're working our butts off, and just a simple accident, it was an accident, could just, ruin us completely. So it was that stage where I thought, this business is now a business for me, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to treat it like a business. So from that day forward, I have, and I've had some exceptional results so far, especially working alongside Loz. I've met some amazing people, and I think one of the questions that Lauren first asked me is, if you were to do this business, what's a figure that you're wanting to look at getting out of this business? And for me, it was just really to, if I could pay my mortgage payment for the month, I'd be happy, and I've done that. So, next step is looking at completely removing ourselves from the traditional business. So I hope to see that happen sometime next year. And just the community that we're a part of here is like nothing, and it's been an unbelievable opportunity. I'm very grateful. I didn't even know Loz. I just seen her on social media and added her, and it was because of her posts that, has got me to where I am now. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And I can't wait to see what happens this time next year.
Amazing. Thank you. Amazing share. Incredible.
Thank you.
I'm a girl that didn't want to do the business. It was like, I'm too busy for this. This is silly. To see how far people can come, and to see people dream again. I think, we stopped dreaming. I'm only 29, and I came back to Australia at 26, and I was like, well, all the good parts of my life have gone. I traveled for 5.5 years, and I actually used to be a homebody. Like, I was massively, like, never wanted to leave. I never thought I'd be that traveler. And I just remember leaving uni 3.5 years into my degree and being like, ugh, like, I just want to get away. And I gave myself 3 months. And I lasted 5.5 years and had the time of my life. And I say lasted, I didn't want to come home. So, you know, for me, people's kind of stopped dreaming. And my thoughts of travel, I'd be like, you know, I was thankful and blessed to travel for 5.5 years. Not many people get to do a quarter of that in their lifetime. So that's it. That's it for travel for me. I'm not going to be able to until, you know, the champagne travelers when I'm 55 and 60 and 65. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to be retired by then. So for me, people stop dreaming and they kind of just like go, yeah, life is life and this is how I'm going to live it. And, but you have to ask yourself, what if? You know, I get that this sounds too good to be true and maybe it doesn't make sense. And, you know, you kind of like, oh, could I do this? And we tell ourselves these stories all the time. But if you just put those stories aside and just go like, what could this be? If I truly like dig deep and really ask myself, because we show up every day for a boss. Well, I did. We show up every day for a boss, right? We sit and we get told when we can go to lunch and how long we can go to lunch for and when we have to be there, and we sit and peak our traffic and we drive home and we miss, you know, we live all week for the weekend, and then Sunday comes and you're literally mortified because tomorrow's Monday and you have to start that again. And I call that the treadmill. And soon the treadmill gets like put up. And someone just keeps just knocking that speed up. Don't know if you've ever been on a treadmill, but that's not a fun experience. And all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I keep running and I keep running and I keep running. And when do I get to stop? And you have to ask like yourself if you're prepared to do that for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. If the answer is no and you want more for life, then maybe this could be it. Maybe it's not, and maybe it's just opened your eyes to something else. But they promise you there's other stuff out there. With the likes of social media, you look at how the world is moving. Uber Eats, Uber, right, Airbnb, right, all of these crazy conglomerates that are coming up that are literally based off this. And it's connected to my computer. Based off that, right, based off social media, based off word of mouth marketing. So ask yourself, what if this could be something? What if this could change everything? What if I don't actually want to do the business, but maybe the opportunity came and maybe it won't come again? Because I promise you'll never regret an opportunity taken, but you will always look back and think, what if? And you don't want to say that, right? Ask yourself, what if now? What if this could be something? What if this could change the whole direction of my life? What if this could just give me and my kids better health? What if this could help me pay for the groceries every month? And I promise you, sometimes we have to dream small to be able to work ourselves up to dreaming big. For me now, you know, travel is my biggest value. And so for me, it's just like, it's a thing, right? People don't ask like, when are you going away next? They're like, where are you going next? You know, it's pretty awesome. This year alone, like we've been back to the US again. I have my tickets booked for Africa and the UK. And it's not to like boast or say I'm like, look at me. It's to like, look at what's possible. And I get to run a business from anywhere as long as I have a good internet connection. So Africa could be challenging. So for me, go back to the person that like asked you to come along tonight. Get your questions answered, because I'm glad I did, because I almost made an ignorant decision that I was too cool and that, you know, I was too busy, right? Kind of like Marisa. But I got my questions answered and I thought, what if? You know, I have nothing to lose, everything to gain, and I'll just see how it goes. And I have had epic results in my first 6 months in the business and kind of just, I guess, grew from there. Now 3 years in, now my job is to help other people create the success that I've been able to create. So go back to that person, get those questions answered. Thank you so much to Hayley for launching your business and the other girls for sharing. And I'll talk to you guys soon. If you guys want to come to more events like this, we do them all week, different nights of the week. We have live events in different areas on the Gold Coast, in Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, things like that. We also have these Zoom events during the week. So I'll see you then. I know for me, I had to see it more than once. So feel free to come along again.